Any changes? Do we have a motion to approve? Motion from Mary Lou,
Second.
second from Billy. Any further comments? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Move right into the business meeting.
Moving on, with your permission, Mr. Chairman, moving on to new business. BAR 2548. This is Magnetic South Sign. It is in the Central Business District. The site is outlined in red here. You can see Main Street running through the middle of your screen with McDuffie off to the right and North Murray off to the left. Calhoun is the cross street right here. Everybody know where we are?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to point out the park right here because the sign is on this wall where my cursor is, if you can see it. Okay? The application is for a new wall sign. The applicant is proposing a 60-inch tall by 76-inch wide routed bronze painted aluminum sign. So it's an aluminum that's painted to look bronze. The sign stands off the wall 2 inches and it is halo lit. By that, there is a light on the back side of the sign so that you see the glow on the wall but not the direct bulb or light source. Okay? The sign will be located on the side of the building facing the patio. Staff is recommending approval as submitted. So this is the bronze or the sign that is being held up. Thank you so much for whoever did that. You can see where that's going right there on the building. And again, this is the patio facing that park. Are there any questions for staff? Oh, I'm sorry. It does comply with the design guide. It complies with the sign ordinance. So again, staff is recommending approval.
Are there any other signs along that wall?
No, sir, they're not on that wall.
It's a nice looking sign. Comments, questions?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Make a motion.
Amanda makes a motion to
Approve.
approve.
Second.
Billy second. Any further questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Board. Moving right along to BAR 20. Hold on. BAR 2549. This is 207 North Avenue. It's the McFadden residence. So again, just to locate everybody, this is phase 1, which is, I don't know how many years old, but what am I trying to say? Lindley Park. This is the new section of Lindley Park right down in here. The pavilion sits right here. This is an old aerial, so I apologize. You can see Main Street off to the north with North Avenue off to the right with North Avenue coming in right here. Everybody have an idea of where we are?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Noble, you're shaking your head no. Amanda, are you okay?
Yeah, your question. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I was looking to make sure, yes.
Okay. So the applicant is seeking approval to replace the existing chain link fence across the back of the property with a 6-foot privacy fence made of horizontal wood grain composite material with black aluminum post. Now, I'm going to show you a picture that, or a plan that didn't make the packet. Well, let's go there. So this is the front of the house. And this is didn't make the packet, so my apologies. So this fence would only be in the red area right here, okay? So they're replacing this existing fence, and they're going to put this fence along the back. Now, the side fence that's shown in yellow will remain, and it's a black aluminum picket fence. But that's existing as well. They're just taking this out and replacing that back with this, okay? The existing black aluminum picket fence along the side property line will remain. Staff is recommending approval as submitted.
Okay, will the fence panels be stained or painted or remain natural?
So this is a composite material, so it's plastic wood. And I questioned the applicant, they're not here tonight, but I questioned them on the color, and this is the color that they're going to be installing.
Comments or questions? It's quite a fence, by the way.
How tall is the present, the black picket?
It was, I think it's in, I'm sorry. I believe it's 6 foot tall. I did question them on that, and I guess it didn't make it to the staff report. My apologies. It's a 6 foot privacy fence.
No.
That's the one they already have.
No, this one is,
This joins the one they already have.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm wondering how tall that is.
I do not know the answer to that question. I would assume it's probably more like a 4 foot, but I don't know for sure. Typically, I mean, they do come in 6 foot heights, but that aluminum picket is either 4 or 6, and I would assume it's a 4 foot.
Obviously, from the picture and, of course, living in that neighborhood, you cannot see that from the street. I understand that the reason they want to put it up there is because the light from the house behind them is very, it's, they want to be good neighbors, and they don't want to ask, the neighbors,
Right.
don't.
You know
turn
more
your
than I
lights
do.
on. So it, and I say you cannot see it, I don't think even from this, going down, Park.
Well, honestly, I didn't even recognize, I mean, I sort of recognize this elevation, but this elevation to me is missing the trees that are, I guess, behind you in this picture. If you were standing on the road, there would be
Right.
several trees in front of you before you would get to this. So, yes, ma'am, I think you're right, because it sits further back and there's lots of vegetation.
But we also always take in consideration that, nature can even take down all the trees.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what are you looking at?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I drove by this house and stopped and looked at it and cannot see either one of those side fences from the street. And so,
I think it's also, I just want to clarify, I said plastic wood. This is not the vinyl product.
yeah,
I mean, this is from a distance,
like tricks.
right, exactly. And it's difficult to discern if it's plastic. It looks like wood.
Yeah. Any other questions on it? Do we have a motion? Motion from Jill to approve? Second? Second from Amanda. Any further comments? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Board. Moving on to BAR 26-1, first one of the new year. 113 North Main Street. The applicant is requesting, I'm sorry, thank you, Billy. Forgot that. Just moving right on. The applicant is requesting approval of the proposed restoration of the storefront at 113 North Main. The scope of the work is as follows, and I think it's important to go through these because there's a lot going on, I think. Restoration of a more historically accurate North Main Street entry, which includes display, let's look at this, yeah. Which includes the display windows. So you can see this is what's existing, and they're going to this. The transom, restoration of the transom, the kick plate, and a recessed entry door. So again, what's existing and what they're going to, so you can see the door sits back off of the sidewalk out here. Okay? The rear elevation restoration, and again, existing and what it would look like with the changes. And the rear, again, existing to the proposed. Restoration of the windows previously closed and the transom. And the paint colors are as follows. The window sills, door, and architectural molding are a super white, and you have the Benjamin Moore number. The brick would be a traditional yellow, again, Benjamin Moore. The door is a pink, and the awning will be unchanged. Again, looking at that. Okay? Staff is recommending approval because this is bringing the structure closer to what it would have been, and it complies with the design guide. It hits a lot of points on the design guide, and I hope that you see that in the staff report. Are there any questions of staff or the applicant?
I do have one question. The side of the building, will that be repainted?
Yes, that's a good question. As you wrap that corner, this property overlooks the railroad tracks, so that whole facade is exposed. And there is probably 10 or 12 feet that wraps the corner that is currently painted. And it will be repainted this yellow. Yeah. And one other thing I will add is the awning is going to be a new awning. It's going to be more of a blue and white stripe instead of the black and white that's there. I think it's black and white. Yeah.
It's green.
Or green. You know me.
Any other questions or comments? It's going to be a great addition to downtown.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's going to be a children's clothing store, so I think that would be great.
We need one of those
Yeah.
badly. Do we have a motion? Motion from David to approve?
Should have stepped down.
Second? Second from Amanda. Any further discussion?
You just ran right.
He needs to leave before we vote. Moving too fast. Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously.
Thank you.
And that wraps up. Now does the board have any business they wish to discuss? Staff have any business they need to discuss?
No, sir, not this time.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn? A motion from Jill, a second from Mary Lou. All those in favor?